would like to play the fourth question on the poll. Simran, can we have it? And following it, which we will share the feedback of all the four questions. Okay. The question four, is India's lead recycling industry genuinely sustainable or just compliant on paper? The sector is becoming genuinely sustainable. We get 53%. Compliance is improving, but gaps remain. The answer is 47%, while informal practices still dominate the 0%. Sustainability claims are mostly economic driven. That's 0%. So I'm sure the speakers can give their comments on this with the answers what we have received on question four.
Informal was the answer for the previous one. Informal practices.
Yeah, so we are getting that as 0%. So there is a difference of opinion. Okay, next feedback we can have on the question number three, Simran. What is a real bottleneck in India's lead recycling ecosystem? Dominance of the informal sector. It's giving 92%. Weak scrap collection system is 8%. And regulatory informant gaps and margin pressure from water prices again 0%. Anyone else can comment on this?
Regulatory enforcement.
Dominance of informal sector is getting 92% according to the audience.
Okay.
Okay, coming to question two. Will lithium ion seriously disrupt lead acid batteries in India? No, lead acid will remain dominant. Only 14% are saying that no. Yes, lithium ion replacement, most application is 14%. So it is equal over there coming. Both will coexist in different segments. This is a majority giving 67%. Disruption is being overhyped, that is 5%. Mr. Subhankar, I would like to have your comments as well.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what my presentation was. That you cannot write off lead, or you cannot invite lithium or sodium with a premium, with a red carpet. They will coexist in their own areas. Both have their strengths and weaknesses, and that has to be leveraged essentially.
That's true.
So I fully agree with this opinion.
With the response of the audience. Okay, question one. Simran, question. What will be the biggest driver of lead demand over the next 3 to 5 years? Automotive replacement batteries, 17% we get. E-rickshaws and last mile mobility, 22%. Renewable energy storage, unfortunately, 0. Renewable energy storage in solar inverter is 61%. Now here we would have comment from Mr. Yogesh. Mr. Yogesh, your comments on this? Would you agree with the answers from the audience?
I do agree, but I think the automotive replacement batteries, given the size of automotive market in India, will be little larger. Of course, for the last mile mobility, e-rickshaws will play a big part. But dominant sector, I would say that automotive application will be the highest, even though there is fast adoption of EV, lithium ion. But I still believe that lead acid will play a dominant role.
Any other opinion? Ronak, would you like to add in something?
Subhankar would say something, Benaji. Subhankar would say something.
Yeah.
Subhankarji, yes.
Yeah, what I feel is, yes, automotive replacement market, as Mr. Yogesh has said, why this renewable energy solar has got 0% is again the possibly that perception which has been created around lead, which is playing in people's mind, and that is why it has not been popped up. But with the right distribution, I think that would also contribute to the lead I'd say veracity quite substantially.
Okay, thank you. I think we've covered most of them. Now I will just wrap up because we are moving up the time, and we have received a very wide range of audience queries ahead of today's session, reflecting the strong interest across the lead and battery value chain. Broadly, participants are keen to understand the future demand, outlook for lead, evolving supply chain dynamics, availability of recyclable batteries, and the growing role of recycling in India's circular economy. There is also significant curiosity around how lead acid batteries will continue to position themselves alongside emerging lithium technologies, in fact, especially in the context of EV adoption and energy storage. So several questions also touch upon sourcing challenges, scrap availability, sustainability practices, EPR and BWMR implementation, recycling technologies, cost competitiveness, and the impact of global development from LME trends to geopolitical and trade related shifts. So overall, the audience is looking for clarity on how the industry can balance growth, sustainability, and technological transition in the years ahead. And since we had these questions in advance, I had shared these questions along with our speakers, and they have taken up this content in the presentation. So we save time to individually make them answer. So with this, we can come to the wrapping of the session. I hope you enjoyed the same as much we enjoyed conducting it. Thank you all, and stay tuned for our next webinars in the pipeline. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Binaji, Chandru, and Metal. Yeah.